So the first thing that we always do at the commencement now of our board meetings is a land acknowledgement. And Waterfront Toronto acknowledges that the land upon which we are undertaking our revitalization efforts is part of the traditional territory of the Mississauga of the Credit First Nation, and that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. In addition, Waterfront Toronto acknowledges that Toronto has historically been a gathering place for many Indigenous people, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people today. At this juncture, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the meeting agenda. So can I ask Jack and Ian for that?
Yes, I'm happy to move it. It's Jack.
I'm happy
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. So we're approving the motion for the meeting agenda. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Carried. At this juncture, we deal with declarations of conflicts of interest. And before I ask any other directors for their conflicts, I wish to declare that to avoid the appearance of any conflict, I will not be participating in the closed session discussion on the Quayside project. And with the consent of the meeting, I will ask that Jack Winberg, who is the chair of IREC, to chair that portion of the meeting. Are there any others who have a conflict?
I also have a conflict, Steve. It's Kevin Sullivan, and I also will be stepping out at the same time as you. Okay,
thank you. So thank you everyone for able to attend this virtual meeting today, particularly in the middle of July. I'd especially like to take this opportunity to thank our government partners for their participation and ongoing support of Waterfront Toronto. As everyone is aware, in light of the pandemic, our meeting is being conducted via electronic conference facilities, and the open session is being recorded and will be made available for the public, which is in accordance with our current practices. It also gives me great pleasure at this meeting to welcome our Fairness Monitor for the Quayside project, the Right Honorable Beverly McLaughlin. Ms. McLaughlin has served as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Canada, is an arbiter and mediator, both in Canada and internationally, with over 35 years of experience, and is a companion of the Order of Canada and has received over 35 honorary degrees. We are honored that Ms. McLaughlin has agreed to serve as Fairness Monitor and has been able to join in the meetings of the Quayside Evaluation and Steering Committees. We welcome her continued input and guidance. As you're aware, the Quayside matter will be discussed further in the closed session of this meeting. Again, thank you to our Fairness Monitor for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. So now just a couple of housekeeping matters. In terms of the assignment of our federal new members is to appoint them to our committees. I've discussed it with each of them, and I'm very pleased to recommend that Leslie Wu be appointed to IREC, Rahul Bardawaj be appointed to HRGSR, and Drew Fagan be appointed to the Farm Committee. I would welcome any discussion or comment, but if there's none, could I have a motion, please, to approve these appointments?
I'll move it, Steve. It's Jeannie.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
All in
And I'll
favor?
second.
Great. Okay, carried. Can I have now a motion to go in the closed session to discuss items 7 and 8?
I'll move it. It's Jack.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're now going to go into closed session, and I'll just remind everybody that anything that's passed and closed, we have to come back into open to approve.
Thank you all. We're back in open session. I think it's in order for us now to put the motion regarding the evaluation committee's work on the table. And I just want to point out that neither Steve Diamond nor Kevin Sullivan have participated in the discussions. And although they're back as part of the board, they will not be participating in this vote. So may I have the motion, please?
I'll move it, Jack.
And second, please. Wendy,
So
thank
moved.
you. All righty, I'm going to call all those in favor.
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Thank you. I declare the motion carried, and I'm pleased to turn the chair back over to Steve.
Well, I think my next big job is a motion to terminate the meeting unless there's any other business. So could I have a motion to terminate?
Happy to
Okay,
move
thank
it.
you, Andrew.
Happy to move it.
Thank you, Andrew. And Jeannie, how's that?
Yes.
All in favor? Carried.
Thank you all.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, everybody.